It is Tuesday, May 13th, 2025, and we are coming to you live. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Gio, I forgot to tell you this yesterday. So I went to Starbucks over the weekend. The one on my Starbucks, the one on the 54 and the Veterans.
The far superior of the Starbuckses?
Yes. Is it Starbucks's?
I mean, I assume.
Starbucks.
Oh. Starbucksy?
Starbucks.
Starbies.
Kevin Smith said Clerks'.
Starbucks is.
Anyway, I went out to that store, and Kevin works there now. And Kevin said to me, listen to me, tell Gio I can make a standing order for him every morning. Mm-hmm. It'll be waiting here at the window. All he has to do is pull up and say, I'm here. And they'll give it to him through the... God bless you.
Sorry, thank you. I came out of nowhere.
And they will give it to you at the window. Like, you don't even have to order it. You just pull up and say, it's me, Gio. And boom, there you go, ready to go.
So do I pull through the other cars, or how does that work?
Well, I mean, obviously you're going to have to go through the drive-through line, but you won't have...
Right.
Every morning at 5:45, they will have your order there at the window waiting to hand it to you.
All right.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Gio wants more.
Why doesn't Kevin just drop it off here?
Kevin's working.
Oh, so am I.
He's working. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the program, everybody.
I don't like Kevin.
How we do? You don't like Kevin?
I don't know. I haven't met Kevin, but I was more partial to Joey.
Well, Joey has moved on, so Kevin is my connection over there now. So
What happened? Do we know what happened to Joey?
I don't know. I know Joey's exploring other avenues.
That's unfortunate.
I know. He was my guy.
Maybe he's a Dunkin' guy now.
I was going to say, other coffee avenues?
I don't quite get Dunkin'. I mean, not the coffee or the product or anything, but it just seems like they never have donuts.
Really?
Yeah, like every time I go there, not so much donuts, munchkins, because the kids eat munchkins, and I'll go there on a Sunday and I'll try to get them munchkins, and they're always out of everything. I asked them for 50 assorted munchkins on Mother's Day, and I got blueberry and one other thing. That was, I got like 25 each of those. That's not assorted munchkin. No.
Yeah, it does seem like the munchkin has kind of gone to the wayside.
Right?
It's not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah.
Plus, the Dunkins, they don't make the donuts there in the store.
That's the thing.
It used to be right there.
Right back when I worked in Newport Richie.
Yeah. When
I worked at Weathermakers Air Conditioning, I used to be able to walk to the Dunkin' Donuts. They'd be making the donuts inside there.
Now you just get what you get.
Now you just get what's left. I wonder where they're coming from.
I assume some type of distribution center or something.
I know, but where is that? Like, we know where Krispy Kreme's is.
You might as well just go to Publix or Wawa and just get Edmonds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You're not getting anything fresh.
No.
But you know the kids, they like to see the logo. They like to believe that it came from Dunkin' Donuts for some reason.
That's the thing. They're not Dunkin' Donuts anymore. They're just Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So the donuts have almost become, secondary.
What a world we live in.
Yeah, because they're doing breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Coffees and the
America runs on Dunkin'.
different stuff.
I hadn't pooped for a couple of days.
Again?
You
Yeah.
got problems, man. You need a whole workup.
Well, it's interesting you say that, Galvin, because I got a whole workup done. I got a blood work done, and I'm doing the cheek swab now.
They tell you you're dead?
Not yet.
Butt cheek swab? What?
I got that thing that Rogan's always talking about, where you swab your cheek and send it in. They do all that 10 times health thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody I read about it. Everybody says it's really good for an indicator for like what foods you should stay away from. Carmen, you probably know more about it than I do.
No.
I thought you were the one that told me about it.
Yeah, no. After the 23andMe debacle, I'm staying away from all those swabs and spits and things that you just send your fluids into.
Yeah, why? What are you afraid? They're going to clone you?
No, why? If they weren't going to do something bad with it, then why? You know what I mean? Like, there's something up with it. So I don't know what the end game is, but it's not good. It doesn't benefit me.
Every time that phone dings and it's 23andMe telling me I have a new relative, I go, oh, here we go.
I think anything that goes viral probably has some type of catch to it.
Right. The outcome is not in your benefit.
You'll be fine. What do you think? They're going to set you up for a murder?
Again, I don't know. We don't know the future. We don't know what they're working on.
I tell you, Carmen, that's a great alibi, though, or a great excuse, rather, is to say, what do you mean you have my DNA? Well, I believe they got it from 23andMe. I did not commit this murder.
I'm surprised more people haven't tried to bring that up.
Well, you have different types. That's saliva.
Sure.
So you could have touch DNA. You could have all kind of different stuff that gives your DNA. So it's, you go, 23andMe, and they go, no, stupid, it wasn't saliva.
I think it'd be easier to match, use the 23andMe DNA to match your DNA on the site. Like, wouldn't that work?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Right.
Yes,
so
if they
can't
find
play.
DNA.
To figure out, yeah.
Oh.
Like, the reason we know it's you on the site because we used your 23andMe DNA and it matched what was there on
Like
the
fingerprints.
Yeah, the crime scene.
No, that's pretty good.
I got to tell you,
they're
though,
doing that.
I got to tell you, DNA takes a long time for them to turn around.
Yeah.
It depends, obviously, on how high up the case is, for them to be like, we need a rush on this. And even a rush on this, is like, oh, we got it done in 3 months. Because
Yeah.
I'll listen all the time to different true crime podcasts, and they're like, and they waited on the DNA, and 6 months later, they found out, 6 months, get out of the country.
I don't know how it works, but I feel like I do from watching television.
Yeah.
How DNA
Well,
investigation.
Yeah, like if
Run
you were
it.
in the room, we're going to know your DNA right there.
Well, we had talked about it before, Making a Murderer, where they said that they had blood in the woman's car of the guy, whatever, and he goes, yeah, they took my blood.
Yeah.
They took blood from me. He goes, so they easily could have planted that. And then they went and found his blood, and his blood had been tampered with,
Right.
like the seal and all that stuff.
They found the chemical that they put in it.
Right. That's
keep it
true.
fresh.
To keep the blood.
Yeah, so
Fresh
that's how
was-
they knew it wasn't hit like straight from him. It was from a tube.
Yeah.
So
It had traces of that chemical
Right.
in the blood that they found in the car. So
Wow.
it's like, oh, okay. Do you have that in your body naturally? No. By the way, the genetic testing provides you with a map for your understanding where you may be nutrient deficient based on your body's ability to break down and use certain vitamins and nutrients and stuff. So that's basically what it's telling you.
Well, it needs to do something because my stomach is unbelievably tainted today.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that, and did they advise you of this, that you would have any kind of digestive or bowel movement problems whenever you got the surgery done?
So they did say that it was you had to drink a lot of water and you had to do other stuff.
And you said you have not been drinking enough water.
I've not.
I think it's probably the coffee.
No, coffee's a diuretic though.
But coffee, any list that I've ever, and anytime I've gone to the gastroenterologist, whatever, the GI doctor,
gastroenterologist.
Coffee is always on the list of things you should avoid.
Right.
Always for acid reflux, for any kind of digestion.
So is cocaine, but once you get addicted, you can't get off it.
And coffee's always one of the top things on every list.
Yeah, well, I like it.
Yeah. So do I.
There's nothing I can do. Well, yesterday,
I told her about pizza that way. It was on the list too. I said I like it.
Yeah, pizza. Yesterday, I was not feeling it. I was like, I'm gonna go and do my business, and I did. And I was very proud of myself. I was very good. I feel like I unloaded. You know what I mean? I feel like I had some old stuff in the attic that I got rid of.
Yeah.
And then I sure joke. What were you saying, Carmen?
I was going to say, like, I know you're watching what you eat, and you say you eat a lot of, like, protein shakes and cottage cheese and stuff like that. Something that I think helps a lot of people, Whole Foods. If it comes out of, like, a bottle or a can, if you switch that for, like, a piece of chicken or, something along those lines, usually that will also help that problem if it's not too far gone already.
Well, I got to tell you, whatever's going on inside my stomach right now is, it sounds like World War III. It sounds like, when you're really hungry and you hear, I'm hearing, it is battling in there right now. Oh my God.
A set of stairs in there?
It's seriously.
Old boot and a license plate?
Yeah. I feel like I got shark belly.
It says, while coffee is often associated with stimulating bowel movements, excessive caffeine intake can also lead to constipation due to dehydration.
I will tell you, I have cut down coffee 70%. Like I was usually like 2 or 3 a day. Now I drink this one in the morning, and that's pretty much it. If you look around, you'll find just full cups of coffee by the end of the day in my house. I buy one and I don't even take 2 sips and just leave it there.
It's tough to cut that out.
I'm trying my best.
By the way, they have a article about constipation and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't have a sexy lady from the waist down sitting on the toilet with her panties around her calves.
Oh, yeah, that's what brings you to.
In her feet, like, pointed in, like all sexy.
All twisted.
Yeah. That's
Oh, those aren't sexy feet.
Oh, no, it's 100% sexy feet. It's sexy feet, sexy legs, sexy panties.
Sexy
and then
constipation.
and then they're talking about
exactly.
a lady just trying to take a growler.
Oh man. I watched Trump yesterday after the show. He was live. He's so funny.
It's out of control.
It's out of control, but he just toys with everybody.
I don't take anything he says serious.
No.
You can't anymore.
I mean, you can ask him point blank, do you think you're going to be the next king of England? And he won't even hesitate. He'll go, well, I can't say I won't. It's a possibility. I'm looking into it. They say I could be king. What do I know? And it's just so amusing to me.
Who did he just appoint? A new Surgeon General? Was that?
Yes.
And they asked him, and they're like, she's not even, a practicing doctor and this and that. And he goes, I don't know. Bobby likes her. I've never met her. Bobby likes her.
Well, it didn't even take a week, and he's basically taking credit for the Pope being American.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
American Pope.
Yeah. Oh man.
He's like, I was very. It was something along the lines of, let's not forget, I did win the Catholic vote.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I forget I just read it yesterday. I'm like, there it is. It took like 4 days, and he's taking credit for it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, he did drive the stock market up. The stock market went crazy the other day.
Oh yeah, now the tariffs are gone. I guess so they've gone.
Well, they've they went from 124% to whatever they are now.
My question is, who bought the dip? Why he tanked the entire thing?
Of course. I got an alert yesterday from Robinhood. It said Marjorie Taylor Greene started buying a bunch of Tesla.
Yeah,
and I was like, what does she know? If you have insiders buying Tesla, especially after Tesla's got such a bad rap, something's going on.
Here's the tweet I have from Trump yesterday. So funny to watch old-timer Martha Raddatz on ABC Fake News and Slopadopoulos show this morning blurt out that effectively Pope Leo's selection had nothing to do with Trump. It came out of nowhere, but it was on her Trump deranged mind. Remember, I did win the Catholic vote by a lot. Bob Iger should do something about the losers and haters he's got on his low-rated shows. It's time for a change. MAGA wins.
He was yesterday. He went after ABC too during the press conference.
Slopadopoulos.
This is the most powerful man in the world. It's calling George Stephanopoulos Slopadopoulos.
You remember when Washington was quoted as saying, "Y'all, you losers and haters."
Yeah, but like classic Trump's like, I didn't bring it up, but it's funny to me that people are saying that I'm not. It's not because of me directly.
He's sitting there going,
dude. It's wild.
So, I don't even know if I should talk about this on the air. You know the lady, the Tesla lady? The
Tesla lady.
Yeah.
Her Uncle Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody calls their uncle by their last name.
Man, somebody called me yesterday and left me a voicemail. Said that we should be afraid of her.
By the way, I already was.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So that, and I don't believe this. If you're listening to this show, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you, this lady left me a long message about how this woman's threatened to kill her family before.
Oh, man.
She's waving her gun around, and she's saying all these things on Truth Social, which I'm not on. Are you on, on Truth Social?
100%. I love Truth Social.
I'm not on it, so I don't know, but evidently she's been speaking for us or as a... as if we are working together.
Oh.
And
show of hands. Anybody surprised by this?
No, but I mean, it's starting to affect other people now. It's getting back to me. You know what I mean? I just thought it was interesting. My wife has thwarted my plans to live as a rich single man. She's canceled her trip to New Jersey.
Oh, did you see what happened again?
Again.
A third time.
Yeah. And then yesterday, she got an email from the CEO of Newark Airport saying, don't worry about it. Everything is fine.
I was going to say, officials are assuring travelers that flights in and out of Newark are safe.
One time it happens, I don't worry about it.
Right.
2 times, I'm like,
could be a problem.
What the hell?
Yeah.
3 times, I'm out.
In a matter of 2 weeks.
Yeah. You get one. I'll give you one.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, things happen.
It's Newark.
Right.
You're out of munchkins. I get it.
Somebody tripped over a cord. We know what's going on.
But after that, we got problems.
Bad day to stop sniffing glue.
They said the problem is that they're they're overworked and they don't have enough people. So what they're doing is cutting down on flights to try and make it. But that didn't explain the power going out and all that stuff. So I don't know what's happening there. All I know is this was the premise of a Die Hard movie. Do you remember Die Hard 2? Die Hard 2, they took over the airport. They shut the airport air traffic control down, brought it up on their own, pretended to be air traffic control, and crashed a plane into the ground.
Oh yeah.
That was
2?
That was 2.
I thought that was the one where they shut down the internet. Live Free or Die Hard.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Well, I don't know what Live Free or Die. That's the
That
one
was
where
the
he's in
one-
New York.
Well, they literally control the internet. They shut down the traffic lights and stuff. That's the one Kevin Smith's in.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith's in that?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
For a pretty big role.
I don't remember
He's the
anything.
computer hacker Bruce Willis goes to figure out how to get into the system.
Yeah. Anyway, 2 is the one they take over the airport, and he happens to be like on the plane or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Because the bad guy in 2 is one of the guys from Shawshank.
yes.
Yeah.
The one that stutters.
Yeah, and listens to Hank
Country
Williams.
music,
Yeah.
I think they made 4 of them because the third one is Jeremy Irons, who is Gruber's brother.
Right.
Right.
And then the 5th one is in Russia.
Yeah. So the fourth one is the one Kevin's in with. They shut down the internet and
Is that Justin Long also?
yes.
Oh, yes. That's the one I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that one because
That's pretty good.
the woman Samuel L. Jackson where he has to wear the N-word sign around New York, that's a good one.
Oh, that one's
That's
good, too.
Hans Gruber's brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Glad we've all figured all the
Die Hard,
Hards
great
out.
franchise is what we're saying.
I remember 2 movies walking out of going, oh my God, with Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon I went to see by accident because we went to go see another movie and it was sold out, so we went to go Lethal Weapon, and we walked out there and they're like, that was the greatest movie I'd seen in a long time. God, I was 14 years old.
They ruined it with the sequels, though. They became buddy cop comedies
Yeah, that's true.
towards the end.
Used to be good.
Yeah.
The second one was good, but then
Yeah.
they all fell off.
The first one's like serious.
The Joe Pesci one was all right, but then you start adding Chris Rock and
Yeah.
all that. It got a little crazy.
By the way, I love. When was the last time you watched Lethal Weapon, the first one?
It's been forever.
Mel Gibson. He's crazy because he's acting like the Three Stooges. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is going on?
Yeah, that was kind of back in the day, though. He had the long hair. He thought he
super
was
cool.
cool.
Oh, yeah. Look at him. He's so funny.
Lives on the beach with his dog.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to tell you, when you're a kid, you're like, that's my dream.
Yeah.
And then when you're an adult, you're like, that's the worst thing that could possibly
that
happen
guy's
to
a
me.
loser.
Yeah. Loser he is.
He's literally got like a trailer parked on the beach.
This moron. He's like 50 and doesn't own any property.
Oh, yeah, it was the dog guy. Oh, yeah. You know what I watched yesterday that is such a 90s movie, man. It it holds up, but it's like, it was funny, but it was everything about it is so 90s is Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
Still funny.
Still funny.
Yeah.
Still funny. The kid was cute. The situation's good. Like the premise is good, but it's just so 90s, man. He even like he had the little sunglasses on.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Dave Matthews Band kind of stuff.
Did you see Conan O'Brien got the Mark Twain Prize, and it's on Netflix. They have it on Netflix, and Sandler goes out there and talks about him, whatever. But it's so funny because Adam Sandler is Adam Sandler in any situation.
Sure.
And it works, and he's got $400 million from Netflix and stuff. But he's like, when I point at you with my left hand, you say Conan. And when I point at you with my right hand, you say Sandman. And he goes, Conan, Sandman. And he's doing it. And he goes, has a little weird orange wiener with freckles on it. And they go, Conan. And he goes, has a large one because he's a movie star. Sandman. And, just going back. And it's just,
it's what you want from him.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
You're like, look at this guy, and he's worth so much money.
How can you
Conan.
not like Sandler? I don't know. He's just so great.
You know what bugs me is that video where he slaps the phone out of the guy's hand.
Oh.
You ever see the guy who walks up to me and goes, what do you do for a living? And he smacked that guy who does that.
Fake.
Yeah, I think that's fake.
Definitely not fake.
I'm telling you, it's fake.
It's not
He's
fake. I
done-
saw the TMZ thing about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's done it with a million people that get mad at him, and it's all fake.
No, that guy was interviewed on TMZ, and he talked about how he started doing that, where we would hang out, and he would hang out where celebrities were and ask them, and get different people and stuff, and grew his thing. And then Sandler's guys were the ones that knocked the phone out of it, and it wasn't Sandler.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Because I saw Sandler get mad at him, and
the
that's
guy,
fake.
he got mad at him, and then the guy behind him reaches over, and there's the guy that smacks the guy that's in his movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. It just bugs me. The same thing with that video of LeBron where he's taking his pants off and the guy's waiting to grab him and he just throws him away. I'm like, what a dick. It's just such a dick move.
Yeah, well, LeBron's trash.
Is he? I don't know anything about any of these guys. I just assume they're all nice until I see something like that.
Have you seen the LeBron thing where his hair's like all messed up?
No.
His hair, because he had like fake hair and it's like going back on his head. And one of the guys on his team was like, your hair.
Really?
And he's like, ooh, and he's moving it and stuff.
Oh, no.
I mean,
It's
he
like, this
doesn't
guy's-
get the Turkish hair?
That's the thing. He's worth so much money. You would think that he would have somebody do better hair for him than
Yeah,
just-
or why don't you, if you're a smooth black guy, why don't you just shave it off?
But also, you've seen a million times where they have, especially with black guys, where they do the hair and put on it. It looks great.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd waste your time with that, with the piece that moves.
Yeah.
Especially when you're an athlete.
Yeah.
Moving around, you know?
That was the big thing that Andre Agassi said. His biggest fear was his wig coming off.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing tennis with it on.
And he's known for his hair.
His
He
hair,
was
yeah.
known for his hair. Like, that was a big thing.
Like Joe.
yeah.
That's right. You would be shocked if my hair was fake.
Oh my God. I don't know if I could recover from that. If you bent over one day to grab the garbage and your hair just fell off, I would like seeing Mickey Mouse without the helmet.
Took his hat off and the hair came off.
Oh.
And just wiped his head down
Oh
with the
my
towel and be like, what?
It'd be so shocking to find out that he chose to go with the half gray half. Like that was a choice.
yeah.
It didn't just happen naturally.
So
Did
you
Ian-
wanted to be all frazzled?
Did Ian say the hat guy was making him a hat? Do
He did.
you think he's going to tip him?
I think so. Probably hear from the hat guy if he doesn't.
That was good stuff yesterday. I wonder if anybody's going to call JP and tell him he got called out too for being a bad tipper. I've had this urge lately, Galvin, to
To?
play golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna.
Well, you did wait till the hottest part of the year, so
Yeah.
that's good.
It'll pass.
I think my urge is to go to Top Golf. I don't really think it's to play golf.
Let's do a little top golf.
I would do some Top Golf. I like to hit the balls. I don't know. It's just lately I've been driving around and seeing people playing. I'm like, maybe I would. As I'm getting older, I might get into it.
Just walk out the backyard and start trying to hit that hole from here.
So I've done that before, and that's the thing. I've played out there once or twice when Joey was little.
Yeah.
And
Do you have to join, or because you live here, you get access to that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've paid for golf before there for other people,
Right.
So I don't really know what the situation is, but I'm not joining. I'm definitely not at that level.
It must be a popular course because it's always packed. It
Always
seems like.
packed.
Yeah.
And there's 2 golf courses here, and the other one they're redoing. I drove through the other day from the other entrance, and they're just knocking stuff down there. I guess there's 2 clubs in here that I'm on. I'm aware of them, but I've never been to either one of them. I went to one because it was a charity event when I first moved in here that we went to over there. But Amanda was telling me, I guess Joey had some of his prom stuff there, but we were out of town for that, so I missed it. But
Ian had some event one time that I went to. It was here.
Yeah.
and we played there.
that.
Yeah, I
But
remember
it was
going to that.
outside,
Yeah.
so that I don't think I ever went inside besides that one charity event.
That's the only time I ever been in this neighborhood.
I guess Larry King, the TV guy, his kid used to own the place that's in here, the golf club thing.
I did hear that. I think.
Yeah, but now I guess he sold it or he lost it or whatever the case is, because I saw some dumpsters out there and the parking lot was closed down. They're redoing it. They're reopening it.
They call him the king of clubs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder if that's if it's going to be something cool. You know what I mean? Like if they have like a restaurant, like a cool restaurant.
Carmen, I don't know if you saw, I was going to send it to you, but I figure you probably already saw it. But there is a golf course, I want to say Texas, I think they just built. It has 2 acres of practice greens,
Oh.
2 acres. It has a tequila truck out there.
Okay.
It has like
A
3
tequila truck.
tequila truck, like that drives around and has
Okay.
tequila shots and all kind of different tequilas and stuff. It has 3 different like pro courses. It has a building that has like a rooftop hot tub and pool that looks over the edge, looks over the
I like
thing.
this golf
Yeah, I
course.
mean
That's
it's
huge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. You and Chad been playing?
No, we went a couple weekends ago with our friends. But honestly, before that, it's probably been like over a year since I went golfing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just busy. And honestly, the only reason why I'm gonna go golfing is because of Chad. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So he's just been busy, with football and stuff like that. He has no time. I got him a pretty cool like Valentine's Day present, and it's called a Golf Daddy. And it's basically an at-home simulator, so you can practice your swing. It connects to your phone, and then you can watch it on your TV and stuff like that. Hasn't even opened the box yet.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting because I bought Pete some of those golf things back in the day, and he never opened them either. I think they're good ideas, but people don't really use them.
Yeah, I just figured because it was like one of those things. Like I didn't know what to get him for Valentine's Day. And he hasn't.
Butt stuff is always the answer.
Yeah.
Well, and then he hasn't been able to go golfing, but he was talking about like wanting to go and stuff. But he was like, "But I'm gonna suck because I haven't been." So I was like, "Oh, this will be a good way for you to just like keep up with your swing, you know." And again, it's just nope, never even opened the box. It just sat there, and I'm like, "All right." Well. But it used to be so easy to get him gifts. Because I would just get him golf stuff, right? They could clean his club, a golf shirt, this, that. And now I have no idea what to get him.
I started thinking the other day, Carmen, Garth Brooks, they would give him all these awards for the country music, and he came out and he was like, I don't want any more awards.
Right.
I'm not doing any more awards because I'm taking awards from other people. I've got too many awards. I feel that way about gifts. I feel like the only time anybody should ever give me a gift is maybe my birthday. That's it. Like his birthday is just like a little extra celebration during the year. I just have so many things that I still have in boxes that it's ridiculous.
I do find you to be difficult to get a gift for.
I don't want anything.
Yeah.
I don't want anything. I don't need anything.
Yeah, you have to think.
Yeah, because I feel like you have everything. So
and if you want it, you buy it.
I find Amazon gift cards that my like in-laws bought me. I almost feel guilty using them.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll take them. I love Amazon.
I feel guilty taking their money. Not that I don't want to use the Amazon card. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, oh, they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Just give it back to them on their birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's really not. Can you imagine you get caught doing that?
Oof.
Giving back a gift that they gave you?
I do.
That'd
It
be very embarrassing.
I do it to my brother all the time.
What do you mean?
I'll give him gift cards back that he gave me and stuff.
Or you re-gift it to somebody else.
Yeah.
My wife has this new thing for every one of my brother's birthday was just in April. Every one of my brother's events, we buy him a new Venti fan, one of those little travel fans. They have a new model. We buy him. That's what he gets. It must be the windiest house in all of Florida at my brother's house.
That makes it so easy, though. You just know.
Yeah, but I always go to Amanda. I go, you can't possibly buy him another fan. And he'd be like, oh, no, I'll take that fan. I'm like, what are you doing with all these fans? I don't know. I found one in our house the other day. I opened a drawer, and there was a brand new fan in there.
That's
I
fantastic.
have too many things. I don't want anything else.
I got it. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Sorry, you're way ahead of me.
6 at 9.
It is Tuesday, which means at 9 today, Dom will be here to take your legal calls. We had a lot of phone calls last week. We almost didn't get to some of them. So if you want to get through today, that'll be happening at 9 o'clock. Do we have more Metallica tickets to give away, Carmen?
We do.
Not for Sporkle, but we'll give them away sometime during the show today.
Do we have more Limp Bizkit tickets to give away?
No. Well, you son of a bitch. Yes.
It is for Friday night
Yes,
still?
they're all the Friday nights.
It's the only night.
Yeah. They're giving those away because nobody wants them.
Oh,
It's not true.
Yeah.
this weekend is AC/DC.
Yeah.
And I'm still
So what happens now? You guys bought the tickets.
No, I'm going. I'm going to go. I'm just not excited about it.
It's you and Pete?
Yeah.
That's it?
Doesn't sound like
two
it.
tickets?
I thought about this. I thought to Pete, what if we go old school and we go to AC/DC and then we go to 2001 afterwards? Mm-hmm. I was like, come on, let's
You guys
go.
will probably be the only ones.
That's the other thing I thought of, Galvin, is that it's going to be packed with people. It all went to the concert,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that's
Nobody had that idea.
Right.
I heard AC/DC stopping by.
That's the whole thing. So that ruined that thought for me, too. So forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All the
Might as
restaurants
well
around
just
there.
Put them up now. Just sell your tickets.
No. If I don't go, Pete will go with somebody else. Pete will take one of his Pete face girls with him.
Will he or will he go? Nah, I'm not going either.
No,
Yeah.
he really wants to go. He's the one who dragged me there last time we went to go see them in Chicago. Remember, we flew all the way to Wrigley Field to see them.
Where are your seats? I mean, I imagine they're good seats.
They're good seats.
You're not on the floor?
No, but
Yeah.
they're good. They're like comfortable air conditioning seats.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Some of the seats at Raymond James are a bit snug sometimes.
yeah. Oh, I know. I've been there, Gio.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been the last Bucks game I went to. I was like, this is, thank God I had the nicest, skinniest lady sitting next to me.
Yeah.
Because I was uncomfortable.
So I always take my daughter.
And they're like metal seats, so they hurt your hips. And then, of course, you got to jump up and jump down. And,
They really need to redo that
I'm
stadium.
not going. You just talked me out of it. I'm not going to AC/DC.
If you don't go to AC/DC and you want to come with me to go see Terror, you can come to see Terror with
Too
me.
loud.
By
Too
the way,
loud.
I just sent to your phone. Just take a look. I sent it to all you guys. Take a look at what happened. Just scroll forward a little bit and see all the people on stage.
Oh, yes.
Just going crazy.
Yeah.
You got good seats?
Where is that?
That is at the Orpheum, I think.
Oh, no. So I wouldn't even get to see Pinky?
No, it's not over
I'm
there.
out.
Didn't the Orpheum move? Where's it at?
Yeah, it's over on
Florida
Skipper or whatever.
Yeah,
Skipper
or
Road.
Nebraska or
All
one of
right.
those over there.
Yeah, that way.
It's a bigger spot. It's
Right.
a better spot.
I saw Hatebreed and Terror there before.
I know Hatebreed's coming back to Janice, and it's on a weeknight.
It's like a Tuesday.
Which one's Hatebreed? Is that the one where
Jamie Josta.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie Johnson. Not what's the one that the tent guy, the guy who used to hang the banners, was in?
That was Crossbreed.
Yeah.
Crossbreed.
Yeah.
That guy used to make me laugh so much. He'd be like, "Yeah, dude, we have our own studio. We're on tour with Limp Bizkit." And I go, "Why are you hanging banners at promotional events now? I don't understand. What happened to all your millions?"
How's it going?
Yeah,
By the way, that one's crooked. Could you move it?
yeah. When you're done telling stories
Yeah.
of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, hang that banner.
That guy definitely wanted everybody to know that story.
Yeah, but it's like me if I'm sitting here going, "Yeah, well, when I was a spy, I used to kill foreign agents,
And
I used to squeeze between, two little tunnels and go through." And everybody's like, "Well, how'd you do that?"
When he said crossbreed, I think some people thought it was crossfade,
I did.
which
because,
was very much more popular.
Yeah, because they were popular. They had like 2 hit songs, and it was just a few years before. Because whenever I got down here, and he was telling me, and he was like, I was in Crossbreed, whatever, and I go, we had you guys play.
Yeah.
And our thing, and I go, and he goes, "Are you thinking of Crossfade?" And I go, "Yeah." Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We got Sporkle when we come back, and some Mike Calta show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks good right now for your Tuesday morning commute. That's on both sides of the bay. Hillsborough and Pinellas County checking in accident-free on 275, 75, as well as I-4. Nothing to slow you down right now on US 19 in Pinellas County. Those toll roads in Hillsborough County, the Veterans Expressway and Leroy Salmon Expressway also running up to speed. And so far, so good on the Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Camel Causeway, as well as the Gandy Bridge. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Things are heating up in May at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Right now, new members of Unity by the Hard Rock receive a free limited edition t-shirt and up to $200 on them. Receive your actual slot loss back from your first day on your next visit in 2 equal free play offers up to $200. And at the Hard Rock, they will match your tier. Show your premium tier card from selected competitor casinos for an opportunity to match your tier with the equivalent Unity Hard Rock tier. And don't forget the Hard Rock Sportsbook at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa puts legal sports betting just steps away from all your casino favorites. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Get in there and tell Mike Calta sent you.
The Food and Wine Festival and Concert Series is back at Busch Gardens now through May 18th with over 85 different culinary delights to sip and savor, plus free concerts like Hoobastank this Friday. Save on tickets, fun cards, and annual passes at buschgardenstampa.com.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hey, it's Galvin for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care company that is family owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial. So if you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, basically anything that has to do with trees, these are the guys. And don't just take my word for it. Check out their perfect 5-star rating with Google. And they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month. Or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, Arch Support Specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit in with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
If you've been hurt in an accident, Burnett EPA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Burnett EPA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
To really appreciate the value of International Diamond Center, you need to go back more than 4 decades when owner Keith LeClaire used to supply diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. He was a trusted source for the most exquisite diamonds and fine jewelry. But then Keith decided to start selling those amazing diamonds straight to the public. He opened IDC and changed the game in jewelry retailing by offering hand-selected, dazzling diamonds at no middleman pricing. Today, IDC dominates the Florida jewelry scene with stores in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, Orlando, Naples, Gainesville, and on the Treasure Coast. This is a powerhouse jeweler with the largest selection of natural diamonds, unbeatable value pricing, a 100% buyback guarantee, all the top names in bridal design, no commission salespeople, and an incredible reputation for honesty and transparency. For those moments that define your love and your relationship, IDC is the go-to place. The first and only official jeweler of the Gators. International Diamond Center. Get locations and learn more at shopidc.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 10 million people. Without destroying your credit, they can reduce your interest rates, lower your total payments up to 50% to get you out of debt fast. For a free consultation, call Consolidated Credit now. The program works.
Call 800-210-4298. 800-210-4298. 800-210-4298.
Consolidated Credit Solutions Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida 33313. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Kansas CSO 0019051. Maryland DM 1492. Oregon DM 892. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, license number DC83. Service may adversely affect the individual's credit. Non-payment of debt may lead to additional finance charges or collections activity, including legal action. Actual interest rates, length of program, and monthly payment reductions will vary by consumer and creditor. Yours could be higher or lower. Not a loan company. We do not lend money.
Saturday, May 17th is Furman Chevy of Brandon's Military Appreciation Event. Don't miss this star-spangled day of live music, free barbecue, giveaways, and exclusive military offers. Together, let's drive and honor our heroes. Get all the details at FurmanChevy.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Guess what? The power companies raised your rates again. And guess what? They're not done. Go solar with Solar Bear and pay nothing for the first 12 months. Beat the rate hikes from the power companies and keep your cash. Visit solarbear.com.
If you've gotten a quote on replacement doors or windows lately, you know that they are not cheap. I talk about WeatherTight windows a lot, and I'll be honest, they don't usually have the cheapest price. But if you value great service before and after the sale, excellent installation, and guaranteed satisfaction, then it's worth every penny that you would spend with WeatherTight to replace your windows or doors. Some things are priceless. Just call and tell them that Mike Calta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet, because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from, and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that number 1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, every year the power company charges you more and gives you less. But at Solar Bear, they're flipping the script. They're going to give you 12 months of solar power completely free and long-term savings after that. They're locally owned and been in business for over 10 years and rated 5 stars by thousands of happy homeowners. You can own your power, lock in your rate, and stop the monthly stress. Let your roof work for you. Call Solar Bear and start saving today, or visit solarbear.com.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com.
Mike Calta here for the Gold and Diamond Source. If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source now through May 31st. You can double your trade up to $5,000. If you trade in $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high. So this is the time to come in and trade in and celebrate the people that serve our country, and shopping is easy. There is no chance you leave without finding something that you need. They have the largest selection in the country. You can take advantage of their 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means means if you have financing for $5,000, your monthly payment would only be $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Plus, it comes with free services, free sizing, free setting, free lifetime warranty, free jewelry cleaning, and free appraisals. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed from in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Almerton Road, right off 275, or check them out at goldendiamond.com and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy and warm after some much needed rainfall over the past couple of days. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s for you this afternoon. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the lower 70s, and mostly sunny and nice and toasty warm for your Wednesday, with tomorrow's highs in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
$6.50 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. We got a chance to win $1,000 coming up at 8 o'clock this morning with the Bone Bonus keyword. Then again at noon, 2 and 5. And we got tickets for Metallica that we will give away sometime this morning. Ask the Dom will be here at 9 o'clock. But we got a bunch of other stuff to give away right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Carmen, what is that stuff?
Yes, so we have tickets for Stained,
Mm-hmm.
Pierce the Veil,
Yeah.
Ringo Starr, Mike Campbell, and Cage the Elephant.
I was thinking the other day if I would go see Ringo Starr. I've never seen Ringo. I've seen Paul McCartney. I would think that at some point in my life I should see as many Beatles as possible.
Well, I was going to say, you're debating on AC/DC and stuff and debating on Metallica. Maybe Ringo's more your speed.
I think Ringo might be more my speed these days.
I would imagine Ringo's probably playing at 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Sing about Octopus's Garden.
Yeah.
Look around and see that crowd.
Like when I went and saw Bob Newhart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and was at least 20 years younger than the next youngest person.
Was he funny?
Oh, he was great.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. It was Bob Newhart, and I got to see him, and I was so happy that I got to see him. I love Bob Newhart.
Yeah, Bob Newhart's great, but I don't know if I had gone to that one either.
Oh, yeah. Some of those ones you just have to. Like, I went and saw Paul McCartney. I'm not a Beatles fan. My wife's a big Beatles fan.
Gotta get it in.
Yeah, you have to.
Got it.
I saw Clapton back in the day because I was like, how much longer is Clapton? Meanwhile, it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
And he's still touring, doing stuff.
I did that with Ozzy in the 90s. Oh, Ozzy's on his last tour. I gotta go see it.
Yeah. But, you never know. I still say I got the best Bruce Springsteen experience because I'm not a fan, but he is a legend, and I got to see him at the Super Bowl. And he played for, 15 minutes.
Montage of the hits.
Montage all the hits and stuff. And I said, see you later, Bruce.
Yeah, you got to see the good songs.
That's it.
All right, well, we got stuff to give away right now. Let's do a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. I am the current lead holder, and I believe going for 5 in a row today?
That is correct.
Oh.
That would be 2 of your next 5, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, do you guys remember
Remember?
Do you remember 1987?
Sure.
Where you were, what was going on?
I was sophomore in high school. 2/10/87, me and Danielle Mazzola's anniversary.
Oh. I was 7 years old trying to make it through the day without crapping my pants.
Oh. Like me yesterday.
I was 16 and I was driving a dirt brown Toyota Corolla that I had to start with a screwdriver.
I was living in Los Angeles and hanging out at the Comedy Store.
You were driving?
Oh, yeah.
Not you. You're 20 years older than I was. No, you were driving at 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody drove at 16 because as soon as you get your license. Yeah. No, I was in Illinois.
Oh, good. We didn't get it until we were 17.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were 16.
I was also driving when I was 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was legally driving when I was 16.
Nope, not me. All right, go ahead, Carmen.
Well, we're going to do historical events of 1987. Okay?
All right.
All right, your first one. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducts its first woman, the Queen of Soul.
Aretha Franklin.
Galvin. They win Super Bowl 21.
Chicago Bears.
39-20 over the Broncos.
49ers.
Buffalo Bills.
New York Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
This flamboyant pianist passes,
Liberace.
Can you turn the music down just a little
Passes
bit?
what?
passed away from AIDS.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm turning it down.
AIDS.
Yeah.
That's when AIDS was real.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get you.
Chrysler acquires this maker of
GMC?
the Gremlin.
Oh.
AMC.
AMC, yes.
Damn it.
Galvin. U.S. President Ronald Reagan addresses the American people on this scandal, acknowledging...
Iran-Contra.
Yes, Mike. U2 releases this 5th studio album.
Joshua Tree.
Mike. The 1986 Best Picture Oscar goes to this war film.
Full Metal Jacket.
Platoon.
Yes.
God, I couldn't think of it.
Galvin. Portugal and the PRC agree this colony will be handed over in 1999.
Puerto Rico.
No.
Macau. Macau. And Pap,
Oh, man.
we're halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. He
Oh.
has a total of 0.
Zilch.
And Michael and Galvin are both tied with 3.
Oh.
All right, these are historical events of 1987. Your next one. This cartoon first appears on the Tracy
Simpsons.
Yep. Damn it.
Mike. Tom Cruise marries this actress.
Nicole Kidman.
Oh. Tom Cruise marries this actress.
What the?
Mimi Rogers.
Yes,
Damn
is
it.
what I was looking for. No point.
Half point.
No point.
Quarter point.
West German pilot Matthias Rust illegally lands a plane in this Russian plaza.
Red Square.
Yes, Galvin. This Stephen King novel with Paul Sheldon as a character
Shining.
is published.
Tommy Knockers. Damn it.
Pet Cemetery.
Misery. This dancer and film actor of films like
Briznikov.
Three Little Words and Carefree passes away.
Gregory Hines.
Yep.
Fred Astaire
Oh.
is what I was looking for. The Butcher of Leon, he is sentenced to life imprisonment.
Do we need his name?
Yes, that is what they're looking for.
Butcher of Leon.
The Butcher of Leon, he is sentenced to life imprisonment.
Frank.
Nice guess. Klaus Barbie.
Oh.
What's the score here?
Michael and Galvin are both tied with 4. Gio has 0.
Okay.
Klaus. That's a good name.
For a butcher.
Rudolf Hess is found dead in his prison cell in this borough of Berlin.
Jesus.
Rudolf Hess is found dead in his prison cell in this borough of Berlin. Spandau.
Spandau.
And Pep. We're on the last 3.
Oh, man.
Galvin and Michael are tied with 4. Gio 0.
Here we go.
All right, historical events of 1987. Your next one. Set in Hyrule, this video game.
Legend of Zelda.
Oh.
Yes.
Coming back strong.
I did play video games.
Yo. This televangelist
Jerry Follow.
and host of the 700 Club announces he will run for the 1988 Republican presidential nomination.
Billy Graham. No. Swagger.
Pat Robertson.
Pat Robertson is what I was looking for. No point.
What's it? This is the last one?
Yes.
And we're tied still?
Yep. 4 and 4.
Gio's out.
Gio, you are out.
I'm out. Why am I out?
You're out.
Ah.
Susumu Tanagawa wins this award for his discovery.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh! The reverse decision.
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, but there's a difference between a Peace Prize and a Nobel Science Prize.
Oh, man.
I was just looking for
I'm going to go Nobel Prize.
Oh.
The steal.
On the paper. Yeah, now we go on the paper.
Well,
don't blame me.
Your final score, Gio with a single point,
Wow.
Galvin with 4, and at the last moment, Michael steals the win. Here's your triumphant champion. He won with 5.
I mean, that's stolen valor.
I mean, you know.
I guess the rules are the rules.
Listen, we can do the extra point.
No,
Or
I
the
mean,
extra
it was
question.
if that was what was on the thing. What was the guy's name?
Meow, meow.
Susumu Tanagawa.
Can you spell it for me?
Yes. Susumu.
Susumu.
All together?
Yes, that's his first name. And then his last name, Tonegawa. Susumu Tonigawa.
It's a sweet name. What's it say, Galvin?
It says he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine.
Not peace.
For his discovery of genetic whatever, yeah. So.
Genetic.
Yep, Nobel Prize.
Damn you, Susu Moo.
Why did I say peace?
Good morning. Who is this?
Who's Alexander?
What is your name? Susu Moo Talagari?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, Susu Moo. You're the winner. Your phone's feeding back. Carmen will grab you during the break and we'll hook you up with a prize. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, what can Brown do for you? Turkey and tailgates, and the fix is in.
All right.
Oh, man. Is it ever?
Did you say fixin'?
No, just regular
Got
fix.
all the fixin'?
I didn't know you wanted fixins, Kenny.
I went to Chili's last night for dinner with my wife.
Yeah.
And we got 2-for-1 fajitas.
Ooh.
And they came over and they said, here's your fixins. And we both just started laughing.
Fixins. How do you go to Chili's and not get the Southwest egg rolls?
I can't eat them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's
I couldn't even roll my fajita. I just had to eat the meat off the plate.
So that's like the number one thing.
Yeah, they're
we go
good.
to Chili's,
They're
the Southwest egg rolls.
I have two choices. I'm either getting a salad or eating meat. So
Yeah.
I just went with the meat.
Do they still have the 2-for-1 margaritas?
I don't know. They may. Gio, I can't do that either.
Do you know what I had last night?
Please tell me.
One of your favorites.
Rub it in.
Old Jazzy Barbecue.
Oh, I love the Jazzy.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know what? Advertising works. Advertising works. I overheard a conversation the other day of somebody asking about Jazzy Barbecue, and then the
Put it
next
in your
day,
head.
and I didn't even realize until I just said it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah. I will probably go there. Like I take my daughter to volleyball in that area.
Yeah.
I drop her off, run over to Jazzy's, eat some ribs that have not been washed up in the sauce, and I'm still happy with it. Still good. Oh, God, now I'm starving. We'll take a break. Galvin's got your news. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Hillsborough County. Eastbound Kennedy at West Shore. Pretty busy area this time of morning, even busier right now. So use caution. And if you're heading onto the Howard Franklin Bridge, going to take you a little bit longer as well. Everything else looks good, though. 275, 75, and I-4 all problem-free right now. Nothing to slow you down on the Veterans Expressway or the Leroy Salmon Expressway. Those Bay Area bridges in very good shape in both directions. And so far, so good in Pinellas County as well. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teens require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month. New Passports just $329 per month. Or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Hey, it's Galvin for Zero Res. Do you have kids? Are they in school? Well, they're making your house dirty. Think about all the places your kids' shoes walk on a typical school day. And then they bring that in your house. That's really gross. We've all heard the saying, a clean home is a healthy home. That's because it's true. But good news, Zero Res removes all that school yuck without the harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. So that means it's healthier for your home and family and keeps your carpets cleaner longer. That's because Zero Res uses ZR water technology. So when you don't have all that dirt-attracting soap residue hanging around, you get to enjoy soft, fluffy carpets that stay that way. And with summer right around the corner, now is the time to clean up all that wear and tear of the last 9 months with help from the experts at Zero Res. And right now, you can save with their May special. That's 3 rooms of carpets clean for just $119. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. And make sure you ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning, too. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
I guess, going into International Diamond Center and them getting to know me personally and finding out that I am a nurse, a first responder, they offered a gracious discount, so definitely helped with my purchase.
Meet Crystal Caban, Air Force veteran and now critical care nurse. She's happily wearing several pieces of jewelry from IDC.
Knowing that I'm not coming in to spend a lot of money, just knowing that they're supportive with the first responders and getting a discount really helped entice me in making my purchase.
At IDC, we roll out the red carpet for heroes in uniform like Crystal every day, with personalized service and a 15% discount over and above IDC's everyday unbeatable price.
I felt so warmed and welcomed, and that's just what kept us coming back again and again.
Are you a first-time responder or veteran? Join Crystal and countless others who've made International Diamond Center their home for jewelry.
Hi, I'm Crystal Caban. I would highly recommend International Diamond Center to any first responder.
International Diamond Center.
They will absolutely take care of you. I promise you that.
Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Sports allow us to play, learn, and grow. But there's something more important than victory. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe every athlete deserves to be safe. Safe from abuse and misconduct on and off the field. We equip athletes, parents, coaches, and others with the right education to recognize, prevent, and respond to harmful behavior. Join the movement to champion respect and end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Summer should be full of possibilities, not hunger. We're proud to support Cereal for Summer with Feeding Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay. Join us and help provide healthy breakfast throughout Tampa Bay. For details and ways to help, go to cerealforsummer.org.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy and warm after some much needed rainfall over the past couple of days. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s for you this afternoon. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the lower 70s and mostly sunny and nice and toasty warm for your Wednesday with tomorrow's highs in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are our phone numbers. If you'd like to use them, we're here. Give us a call. Ask the Dom will be here in the 9 o'clock hour to take your legal calls with those same numbers. And we have an opportunity for you to win $1,000 coming up in about 45 minutes. The Bone Bonus keyword. We'll give you that keyword. You put it in the app and you could win $1,000. It's as easy as that. We're basically bribing you and we have no problem saying it.
And you're already doing it. You're already listening.
You're already listening. We're just going to remind you at 8 o'clock to put it in there, the keyword. Anyway, I had a long phone conversation yesterday. Remember the thing I was supposed to announce on Monday, and I got a mistake, and it's next Monday, and the big party that we're going to have, and I'm not supposed to talk about it?
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's pretty intense. It's pretty big.
Intense.
Oh, man.
Is it going to be intense?
Nope.
Oh.
It will be partly inside, partly outside.
Oh, okay.
It'll be at the beach in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be inside. It'll be under a roof outside.
Oh.
I can't. It's everywhere. It's a big event that we're doing for the first time, and that most of the time that they have big events, I go, all right, yeah, I'll be there. This one I'm very excited about.
Do you have a date I can save, or is that allowed? Yeah. Not allowed.
I mean,
I'm busy.
Do I tell you or do I tell everybody?
I mean,
it interferes with something else, though. Did you know that?
Oh, man.
No.
It interferes.
You know the date already?
Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm going to text the group what it interferes with. And, Carmen's not going to care about this, but I think you and I care about.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we were talking about it and we were excited about it. But it is the, that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I could live without it. But
yeah. If I'm choosing, I'm choosing.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn it.
For those reasons, I'm out.
Carmen, you got the date?
Yeah, I'm busy.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
She was mother effing you.
Carmen, you got the date?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
She sounds
I'm
thrilled.
just over here having a conversation by myself.
Oh, no.
What do you guys think about that?
I really look. I have no skin in the game. Like I'm not like if the event's a huge success or if it's not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be there and it's going to be great. But it's one of the best things I think we've ever done as a radio station. One of the biggest and best events we've ever put together. Ever. It's much better than Cage the Elephant at the Sound or whatever it is.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Can you say who is involved?
All of us.
Like just us?
No, the whole station. This is the first full station event we've done in years.
I'm definitely out.
Since the Bone 10.
Yeah, and it's way better than that. Like, it's not a stage show. It's a whole weekend event, and it's fantastic. Let's just leave it at that. I've said too much.
Oh.
I've let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. You're going to have to be quick, too. when we get. Oh, that's it. I've said too
Limited
much.
amount.
I've said too much. I've said too much.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Quick question.
Yes.
Will you be very excited about this event? And then when the event gets near, you go, I don't want to go to this event?
Yeah.
Negative.
Oh, okay.
Put it this way. I'm going to live there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to live there.
Today's top story, U.S. stocks surged Monday after President Donald Trump's trade officials brokered a surprisingly dramatic de-escalation in trade tensions with China over the weekend, dropping tariffs to much lower levels, which some economists say could stave off the U.S. recession. The Dow closed higher by 1,161 points, or 2.81%. The broader S&P 500 gained 3.26%, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ surged 4.35%. The three major indexes each posted their biggest single-day gains in over a month.
It made me happy. I was not expecting that. I looked at it and I went, oh, okay,
Going
good.
up,
Yeah,
going up.
nice. Nice to see that every once in a while.
So who bought the dip when they tanked the market?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Follow the money.
I mean,
Seems on the up and up.
But here's the thing. I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. But everybody knew to buy the dip. If that's just how it happened. If it goes down, you know when that's the time to buy, and you know you're gambling on whether or not it's going to come back.
But also, a lot of people lost a ton of money in the process.
But it came back. It came back.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the run you take when you invest in the stock market.
Yeah.
That something like that's going to happen.
But if you've got some inside information, you move a little over here.
Of course.
You don't lose money, and then you're ready to gain a bunch.
That's just how it goes.
I just saw a clip the other day from the Big Short, and it's the guy talking to Michael Burry, and he goes, Michael, give me my goddamn money back. In the way he says it, he's so mad because it's millions and millions of dollars, and they don't believe that this guy knows what's going on.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's hundreds of millions of dollars, and they don't believe that this guy knows what he's doing, and they gave him all his money to invest and stuff. Turns out he winds up making billions of dollars.
They gave it to him, and under the guise that he was not, that you could not tell him what to do. He had final say in everything.
Yeah.
So he bet on all those shorts,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, you're never going to short the housing market, and he did, and he ended up making them billions of dollars.
Politicians should not be able to trade stocks, but they'll never change that because
they're making too much money.
It's literally how they're building generational wealth.
Well, I mean, they point it out all the time because a lot of the politicians are making, $100,000, $125,000 a year, and then they're worth, $20 million, and it's like, well, how did you do that? Because
it's a crime.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's a crime.
That's how they did it.
Like Martha Stewart went to jail for it. It's a crime.
And they have the accounts that follow like Pelosi and Marjorie
Yeah.
Taylor Greene and all these these politicians that move their money based on the stock market.
Take advantage of that.
I have that app, but the thing is, I have that app. It's called Autopilot, and you have to pay to have it, and then you have to do a minimum amount, which isn't like $5.
But you can also follow the whales,
Unusual Whales,
and see what they're doing. I mean, I was reading a story yesterday on the mainstream news about Marjorie Taylor Greene buying the dip and how much money she made. So you can find it. You can go there and pay attention to it and do it for free.
The problem is they have the inside information to move their money out before they lose, their life savings.
They're the ones making the deals based on how the stock market is going to react.
Right.
It's
I mean, they're getting there way ahead of us. But I mean, it's something to pay attention to.
The little guy's the one that loses everything, and then
It just does not seem like that should be legal
at
all.
I agree with you.
But they'll never change it because they're the one making the laws.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should we change this? No, I think we're good with this.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to it.
Yet another equipment outage in New York Liberty International Airport caused widespread delays and a ground stop over the weekend. The FAA said the third outage in less than 2 weeks happened Sunday morning after a backup air traffic control system momentarily failed. The FAA confirmed the latest system outage, but unlike the previous two, out of Philadelphia facility that controls New York Liberty's operations. This one involved a momentary failure of a backup system, which prompted a 45-minute ground stop to ensure that the system was back up and running properly. While FAA said operations returned to normal, there was a domino effect with flights. As of late Sunday night, there were more than 250 delays, at least 80 cancellations, impacting domestic and international flights. In addition to the system outages, New York Liberty is also dealing with air traffic control staffing shortages. However, officials are assuring travelers that flights in and out of Newark are safe.
My wife got an email yesterday from the CEO of Newark Airport saying that I know you have upcoming travel. Don't worry, everything is very safe.
Yeah.
She canceled her trip.
Yeah.
She is not. She doesn't like to fly as it is. She's not going. This guy, his email, he ruined my dreams of being a single multimillionaire in the Tampa Bay area by crashing her plane, and now I have to live as a happily married man.
So what are they saying the problem is exactly?
The problem is what they're trying to make it seem like is that they cut funding for air traffic control so that the air traffic controllers are overworked. There's not enough time off, and that they are having to give them like 45 days off to decompress, and that they're running out of people. They're running out of manpower. So that's
problem, one of the problems.
That's one of the problems.
Yeah.
Now you have the electronic
system
problems,
failures,
failures on top of that. But they're saying, is that due to the fact that there's a shortage of people?
Right.
So do we blame Doge? Is that who cut that, or who did it?
I watched, I think it was Meet the Press this weekend, where they flat out asked if Elon Musk ever said specifically to cut money to air traffic control, and they said absolutely not.
Yeah,
they were like, it's never even come up.
But also, this has been a long-going problem with air traffic controllers that they're
it's a very
overworked.
stressful job.
Exactly, and there's a high suicide rate and all that type of stuff.
And there's not a lot of them, right? Like it's kind of one of
there
those,
is. I mean, but it depends on where. I mean, Newark Airport's the busiest international airport in the country, or one of them. There's a movie called Pushing Tin, which we talked about not too long ago with John Cusack, where he is an air traffic controller. So is what's his name,
Billy Bob Thornton, and it's all about you see what they're up against. So they're not in the airport; they're in a building adjacent to the airport that has no sunlight. They're looking at radar screens, and they are basically moving blips of light towards the airport without crashing them into each other, and they come dangerously close all the time. And you'll have to tell a plane, this plane, hey, drop down to this speed. This one, speed up. This one, go down. And if any of them don't listen to you or do it at a different speed, now you're running dangerously close to crashing all of these planes. And that's the stress that each air traffic controller has on them. And if there's not enough of them and they're overworked, they're working all these extra hours and having all those lives that they're responsible for, it's tough. On top of stress that they have on their own, obviously everything from movies and TV shows isn't real, but it's based on stuff, whatever, from Breaking Bad. Remember whenever his daughter dies, the guy, whatever, that she was with, what's his name, Pinkman and stuff, and then he's doing the stuff, and they're like, hey, you're going to smash these planes.
Right,
like,
because he's stressed out,
Yeah.
I figured AI will eventually take over and run it all.
It probably does now.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I would
You're probably babysitting it.
Right.
But still, you're the human error. You're the human responsible.
Yeah. It's kind of like the self-driving cars. They can do it, but then sometimes there's something that they're not familiar with, or a person gets involved and screws it up. I saw a lady. I was parked at a red light, and there was a walkway, and this lady kept on creeping out into the walkway, and a guy was walking, and he just stops and looks at her and goes,
it's a walkway.
Yeah, like looks at her. She's on her phone, just
of course,
bumping forward, whatever. And he just looked, and I was like, "This lady is just oblivious."
That's when you punched the hood of her car.
And whenever the guy went by, she just pulled out right in front of another car, and the car slammed on its brakes, and she went, just no idea.
Women.
The alleged Florida State University shooter was seen in a new mugshot. Have you seen the mugshot?
Oh.
I have not.
Oh, well, let me show you the mugshot. Joe has it on Bone TV, but I have it right here for you because somebody did a little damage to this guy. Take a look at his face. Mamma mia.
Oh, wow.
With a disfigured face after being released from the hospital a month after the deadly shooting. According to Tallahassee Police Department, Phoenix Eichner, 20 years old, was released from a local hospital following an extended stay and multiple surgeries to treat injuries he sustained during the April 17th shooting at Florida State University, where
his whole jaw is broken.
Yeah, so did they get him and they gave him the business?
It seems like
Yeah, I hope so. Good. Where he opened fire on campus, Eichner is accused of killing 2 men and injuring 6 others. The FSU student was shot in the jaw. Oh, so he was shot in the jaw by campus police as they responded to the shooting. Following his booking, Eichner was transferred to the detention center where he will await his first court appearance.
I think they just turn him over to the fraternities and let them beat the snot out of him.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I bet he thought he was going to get killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of those guys assume.
Like he's got to be pissed off that he survived.
Yeah.
You know?
He's got that whole depressed nerd face.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I mean he's gonna spend life in prison
for sure.
Maybe probably death penalty.
Which he should.
I would rather see him rot in prison because he wants a death penalty.
Yeah.
They should keep him alive.
Yeah, I always find that interesting. The only thing about, like, if there was a murder in your family and the person, you know, could either get the death penalty or spend the rest of their life in jail, you would go, yeah, spend the rest of their life in jail. But then something comes up where they're like, oh, his lawyer wasn't good enough.
Oh, no, I'd rather kill them. I'd rather him, if it was my family, I'd rather him die from the electric chair.
But if you knew for sure he was going to spend the rest of his life in jail with absolutely no chance, there's no chance of him getting out. When you have,
no, I want to throw the switch. I want to be the one to throw the switch.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys get in jail. Like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
we had TV, we had all kinds of stuff.
I'd be putting money in other people's commissary to take care of them.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, do that kind of thing. I don't know. But that's if you do that. If you're like, well, he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, and then on a technicality, he gets out because they brought up this evidence and they weren't supposed to bring that up, and they're like, oh, sorry, he's free to go. Oh.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, terrible.
Joe, we got a bug problem.
Oh.
What happened?
That same little fly is flying around here.
Well, it's not one.
I think it's one.
No.
She's just really fast.
I've killed 3.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, while we were talking the other day, I don't know whether you guys saw it. One flew over and it flew in my hair.
Oh,
the guy like stuck in my hair. I was like, get it out of here.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Get traps. They make like fruit fly traps, or
but there's no fruit in here.
I think Gowan got it right when he said Joe's probably got a banana stuffed away somewhere.
You got a banana somewhere?
No.
A rotten
he
apple.
forgot an apple or
you
something.
Can't even take care of the
That's
cans.
ridiculous.
Can't even take care of the
Listen,
cans.
Mr. Chocolate Milk. For
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk was in the thing.
Yeah.
he let it sit there for a year and a half.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the chocolate milk is attracting the bugs.
No.
Joe says no.
I say no.
Cans were scattered all over the neighborhood.
I wrangled the cans and brought them back.
What was the situation with the cans?
They were all over the place.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, you got one too? Look at Gio's got one now.
No, that's the same one.
What happened, Gio? I mean, Joe, the garbage cans ended up at the neighbor's house?
Well, I think like 2 of them got pulled over to the neighbor's side, and then one of them was like in front of the other neighbor's side, and all you had in front of your house was the blue can.
And that wasn't even mine?
And it wasn't even yours.
Who's doing this?
And you want to be his can guy.
I mean,
You had one job.
Yeah.
Joe, he fixed it,
I
right,
did.
Joe? We're
Yes,
all
I
good
did.
now?
We're all good.
I don't ever lose faith in it.
I feel like you just stole the neighbor's can instead.
No, I did not.
Oh, that might be a problem. Well, thank you for looking into it, Joe.
Where's your rotten fruit?
Now get your
I don't have any
banana out of
rotten
here.
Something's going on.
My wife is into making banana bread now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, but there's, but I don't see those in the house. I
You
only see them
said
in here.
the other day that she's going to let them rot so you can make the banana bread. That's how you get the flies.
But there's no flies in the house. They're only in this room.
Yeah.
So
What's
there's
going on
something
there?
in that room.
Joe's got a banana somewhere.
No.
He's got a banana in his tailpipe.
Where's the banana? Where's the banana, monkey?
The NFL schedule is set to release this week, and
Tomorrow.
As tradition, bits and pieces of the schedule have begun to surface already. One of this year's early leaks involves the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing in a marquee slate. There are reports that Tampa Bay Buccaneers will travel to Los Angeles to face the Rams in a nightcap game for NFL's Thanksgiving triple header.
That'd be nice.
I hate that.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want it ruins the whole schedule. I don't like it.
What do you mean?
I don't like playing games outside of Sundays.
Oh,
Teams
I
always
do.
play like crap.
In November?
You're on a short week. It messes up the entire team.
I like it. I like it to be Thanksgiving's boring, and I like to be able to watch football. And if it's my team, it makes it even better.
I got to run around all day to my in-laws' house, my mom's house, and
But it's a late game.
And then the Bucks game is like 8:00 at night after a long. No way.
What I want to know is, are we going to Germany?
No,
no Buccaneers games overseas.
None of the international games are including the Bucks. And this year it's Dublin, Madrid, and somewhere else.
The Steelers are playing in Dublin.
Yeah, Germany's not in the mix this year.
The Buccaneers have only played one Thanksgiving game in franchise history. That lone game was a 38-10 blowout loss to the Cowboys all the way back in 2006.
Well,
I know you always watch the Lions on Thanksgiving. I'm fine with that.
Why though? I mean, back in the day maybe, but the last 10 years, who's watching the Lions?
The Lions did great last year.
Yeah, I know, but before that, before they were good, they had like all these years of bad
before
Lions
that,
teams.
yeah. I mean,
And
now
every
they're
year, you're like,
probably
why are we watching the Lions?
They're probably the NFC favorite right now.
Steelers played the Chiefs on Thanksgiving this year. That was this year.
Anytime the Bucks play outside of Sunday, they never play well. None of these teams do. Like those Thursday night games, the teams play horrible because the whole schedule is thrown off. Like the games are never they're very rarely good on like Thursday
I'm looking
night.
at this from a selfish point of view. I enjoy Thanksgiving football, and it's better when it's your team.
Nah, I don't like it.
All right.
By 8 o'clock,
Cancel.
everybody's gone. You got some leftovers. You get to watch football. Look at it that way.
And
Nice.
then I'm pissed because the Bucks are playing like ass on a late Thursday night.
Miserable.
And it should
You'll
be
drunk by
on
then.
Sunday instead. I don't like it. The NFL
What
sucks.
if we take Friday off?
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll have it off because it's Thanksgiving.
Well, we got to Carmen. We got to look at. I say Carmen because she's director of leisure activity.
Sure.
We got to look at 4th of July.
Well, first we have Memorial Day.
Yeah, no, but
Plus, we just got
that's
another
happening.
weekend locked in July.
Yeah, but we got to look at 4th of July because I believe that's on a Thursday or a Friday.
Friday.
Friday, right?
Right. So we'll be off that Friday.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take more time off.
No, I mean maybe.
We're an American.
Well,
Yeah.
just
I
let
gotta
me
say-
know.
all right.
And I'll plan accordingly.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Do we take a Thursday, Friday, or do we take a Friday, Monday?
Oh,
I think a
Thursday, Friday, Monday.
Thursday.
What?
Oh, too much. Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
All right.
Space it out.
Let's do it.
I like watching those people who will like plan. They'll be like, if you have 14 days of vacation, this is how you stretch it into 30 without taking any,
Oh, over weekends and stuff.
PTO. Yeah, because they'll say, 4th of July, that's on the Friday, so take that Thursday or Monday off, and you know what I mean. But they stretch out your whole vacation, so you actually end up like doubling your time off.
Yeah.
That is so interesting to me. Even, like it doesn't matter for us, obviously, but whenever I'm like, that's amazing.
Are we off on Memorial Day? That's coming up in like a week or two.
We're off on that Monday. That's
Yes.
Memorial Day, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. I don't know.
but yeah,
That's
that's all I've planned for
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I've had no words of
Yeah,
anything
we're back
else.
on Tuesday.
Right.
We're back.
You want to take that Friday off though?
No, I
Sure.
don't.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm
yes,
just saying.
at 10 o'clock we'll be done. You have the whole day.
Oh, thanks.
It's weird because that Monday's, that's still in May. And then the following Monday's in June. Gotcha.
It's years flying by.
Yeah,
It really is.
My kids are out of school. My daughter's out of school in 2 weeks.
Yeah, same.
It's crazy how
Weird.
quick that goes so quick.
Also, don't forget on the 30th of May, it's Medicine Man's birthday.
Oh, I forget. I've been shopping.
Never forget.
Never forget.
The fix is in, baby. The Dallas Mavericks have won the Cooper Flag sweepstakes.
How is it not?
The Mavericks earned the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft lottery on Monday night in Chicago. While they certainly can go in a different direction or deal the top pick away, the Mavericks are now in position to select Flag in the NBA draft in June. The Mavericks, who have never won the lottery, will now get the first pick after their stunning trade deal of Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks...
You're saying this may actually be the most brilliant move the Mavericks made?
No, well, they made a deal with the Silver, with the commissioner and stuff and everything. They said, hey, we want Luka in a bigger market. We want him in L.A., so we'll give you the number 1 pick in the draft and everything else. The Mavericks, who had just 1.8% chance to claim the number 1 pick, got the number 1 pick. It's pretty amazing.
Wait, so I don't know how they get the pick.
They do the ping pong balls.
I thought it was by how they finished.
It's partly by how they finish because the playoffs are still going on, so those teams are in there. So the bottom 14 finishers in the regular season were eligible for the draft lottery and were assigned odds for the number 1 overall pick based on their records. The Jazz, Wizards, and Hornets had the best shot. The New Orleans Pelicans and the Philadelphia 76ers each had better than 10% chance,
I still can't believe the New Orleans Pelicans is a real team.
Yeah, I know. That's a kind of a weird name for them, but But the Mavericks had just a 1.8% chance, and somehow
Look at
they
this.
got it.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to get Cooper Flagg if they want him, which I would imagine they would. So Mavericks pick first, then the Spurs, 76ers, Hornets, and then the Jazz round out the top 5. More stuff.
Is Cooper Flagg enough to build a whole franchise around?
Yeah, Cooper Flagg is unbelievable. And the Mavericks actually have a very good team.
Right.
Like, when they're healthy.
Right.
And they hadn't been healthy, and they traded Luka, and so there was some problems there and stuff. And they got AD from the Lakers and stuff, so they have good big man.
Any team that Flagg was going to, he's going to be the head of their marketing. Everything will be built around him.
So it's almost like they made room for him to come in.
And they say that getting the number 1 draft pick and getting Cooper Flagg will add between $500 million to $1 billion.
Asses and seats, everything.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Jerseys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, all that will do it for sure. But here's the interesting thing. So, you go, oh, well, did they fix that? Is the fix in? Did you see Draymond Green allegedly reference the point spread during Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals?
What do you mean?
Between Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves. Social media users, spot commentators claim Green was reportedly caught on camera saying the spread is 5.5. Saying that the total was 5.5 to his teammates. The Warriors were down 8 points at the time, and the point spread was plus 5.5. The Warriors ended up losing the game by 5 points.
So you're saying the fix is in?
Yeah, because they made a basket and then they didn't foul, didn't do anything, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like totally like, what's going on here? And stuff. And he had said the spread was 5.5 right before this whole thing went down and stuff. And it's like, what is crazy?
It does seem like basketball would be the easiest to point shape.
Well, I mean, that's what they used to do that in college.
And fix, yeah. Like the other sports, I feel like it'd be much harder.
Well, you can control the game by having possession of the ball. So and you can easily tank.
And like football,
baskets.
there's so many more people involved that would have to be in on it.
Right. You'd have to take the full blame for screwing up a football game. You'd have to be a quarterback who falls or fumbles.
But then sometimes they say in the NFL, people will blame players with like fantasy football because they need one more catch.
Oh,
they don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, there's fans that'll hold up like signs and stuff and be like, LeBron, I need 3 more points.
Yeah.
And LeBron would be like, I got you, do something. It's crazy.
There's that great clip when Brady was here with Gronk and he needed one more catch to get his $1 million bonus.
For a Billy.
Yeah, and Tom's like, what, you need one more? All right, let's do it.
I got you.
Yep.
I mean, that I understand.
Yeah,
that I totally get and stuff. But yeah, this
But
is
it
pretty
also
wild.
shows that they can rig it
They
themselves.
can do it, if they
You know
really
what I
want it.
mean? Like when it comes to bonus time, all those guys are getting the catches, getting the yards. They're doing whatever they have to do to get their bonuses. You know?
We could rig our bonuses.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. A female Amazon delivery driver was caught on 2 security cameras going to the bathroom on properties of 2 different homeowners, both this past Sunday. Amazon says they know who she is and they fired her.
Are you mad at her?
100%.
She makes a number 1 in the weeds?
Number 1 in the weeds? Okay. Not a number 2 on my stairs.
No.
There's video.
I'm gonna say hot. She said,
It's not hot. And who are these people that are just going number 2 and not cleaning up and just being like, well,
right,
off
in
to the next
your own
place.
cleanup.
Yeah.
Your own cleanup, not even to pick up the mess you left behind.
if it's emergency, I'm okay with it as long as you clean
Once.
it up. Yeah. Well, yeah. Once.
She did it 2 different places.
What was it in the same time span, or this is like 2 separate
no, 2
days?
separate houses. It was same day.
Yeah, I mean things are going on.
Oh, so you got problems?
Yeah.
I've come home and found the dog had made a mess inside the house once or twice.
Yeah.
And it is much different than I would imagine it looked like if I had made a mess inside the house.
Yeah.
Can you
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
finding adult feces at your doorstep? That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, but also
I'd go, what raccoon was this?
if you have a problem, in like Mike said, if you went over to the bushes and you went number 1 or something like that, even if you had a problem, you had to go number 2. You take care of that. You don't just do it in the middle of the stairs and be
You go
like,
in the bushes.
"Peace, I'm out of here."
Right.
You know what I mean?
I look right into the Ring camera. I go, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really having a tough day. I apologize.
But it's funny too because on the video you see her kind of look around and they stop it right as she looks at the camera. She's like, and just makes eye contact with the camera and then.
But back to Galvin's point, how do you not clean that yourself up?
Right.
Like that seems
Unless
to me
you're
that-
doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
Oh,
unless
you're
you have
into that?
mental problems.
Well, remember the last lady who did it on a car? She said it was
Yeah.
so clean. She didn't
That
have to.
was
That-
amazing.
But
Yeah.
that was not clean.
That was not clean.
By any means.
She says a clean break.
Yeah.
No. I mean, she had an explosion.
Yeah.
So
I watched that video a lot.
Right. So I would just imagine if you did this and you were just so embarrassed, you didn't know what to do, like that's the only way that you don't like clean and you try and run away.
Maybe
But
she
doing it
ran.
on- but
She
do-
cleaned up in the truck. Maybe.
Yeah, but doing it on the stairs, like that's intentional. Like
Yeah.
if it's an accident and you're just like, I have to go, you try and go hide. You don't do it like right in the middle.
I bet Moose has done this before.
Wait.
Yeah, not number 2, number 1. I bet Moose is number 1 before.
Yeah.
I'll pull over to a bush or something.
Joe just did it 10 minutes ago out back.
That's true. It's all right, Joe.
A man is going viral for his story about his roommate stealing some of his cake from his mini fridge. So he had a cake in his mini fridge. Roommate comes in, steals some of the cake. Then the guy had an allergic reaction to the peanuts in the cake and wants this guy to pay his medical bills.
No.
The cake that he stole and ate.
No,
Yeah.
nobody That's voted. on you.
Poisoning him.
By the way, who's keeping a cake in a mini fridge? That's about all you can put in a mini fridge.
If you're if you're at college, they have like the
Yeah.
mini cakes, you know what I mean? But if you're
Oh,
at
yeah,
college,
It could have been a slice. I don't know whether it was like
Right.
a whole cake.
Okay. Well, no, he deserves nothing.
Yeah, you
He's a
deserve
thief.
to have a peanut allergy.
Galvin, I feel like this is a good time for us to confess.
Ooh.
Friday, we ate some of your nuts.
Oh, some of these?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I got up and I go, I want to eat one of those nuts. Joe goes, I want a nut too. And we ate some of your nuts.
Okay.
No allergies. No,
They've been
no
here
lawsuits.
for quite some time.
I know. It
They're
was
probably
fine.
a bit stale.
But it caused me to go out and buy nuts.
Probably have fruit flies.
Oh, no.
no.
A couple went to a fast food place right here in Florida and noticed that instead of their name on their order, it just said help. What do you do?
You call for help.
Absolutely. So they were concerned. They called the cops. Turns out it was just an employee messing around.
The old goof.
When I was a kid, I was at the bus stop waiting for a city bus to take me to school. The city bus, not a school bus.
Right.
And a city bus was coming, and I thought it was our bus, and it went past us, and there was a digital sign on the top, and it said, emergency, please call police.
Oh.
I had assumed the bus had been hijacked.
Yeah.
It's not. It was just a rolling sign that they put up in case they were stuck on the side of the road or something's going on, and the guy didn't know he had it on. But, man, we ran. We had to tell the principal. The principal had to call the police. It was a big deal, but
Really?
it turned out it was just a mistake. Emergency, please call police. I was freaking out.
Keanu Reeves involved at all?
Maybe.
or no?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They couldn't slow down.
This is an interesting fact. You know how they figure out different things? I thought this was kind of interesting. If bees got paid minimum wage,
Okay.
a jar of honey would cost how much, do you think?
Oh, I don't
Just
know.
ballpark it.
I mean, I don't know how long it takes to make honey.
Well, I can tell you, it's quite a bit.
I'd say $150.
$150 for a jar of honey.
Yeah.
No.
Bees got paid minimum wage. A jar of honey would cost how much?
Because it would take more than one bee.
There's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
A lot of bees.
A lot of bees.
All right.
On a high, let's say 100 bees.
Okay.
And it probably takes them a couple of days to make honey.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
I don't really. I have no idea, Gavin. I don't
I'm
even
saying
know where to start.
$250.
Oh, more than
$250.
I say more than that.
Okay. Well, how much
what's
more?
the guess?
Well, I would think. Oh, let me think. Okay, so if they're working at minimum wage is what? How much? $10 an hour?
I think it's more than that.
Let's just say 10.
Are we outsourcing these bees to China to
No,
put
no,
the
no,
honey?
they're
These
Or
are American bees.
American bee? Ooh.
Yeah.
So let's say 8 hours a day times $10. It's $80. Then you need a lot of bees, 100 bees to make in a hive. So I'm gonna say $1,000 a jar.
$1,000 jar.
I'm going to say $3,000.
$3,000 jar. If bees got paid minimum wage, a jar of honey would cost $182,000. Isn't that crazy?
Because you got to think of how many bees and how long it takes to make.
I got to be honest with you. I buy a lot of honey because I drink tea and I have my honey in there and I get the local honey, whatever. And it's like $12 for a jar.
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad anymore.
Yeah, right. You're stealing it from the bees.
Yeah.
That's a discount.
$182,000 it would cost in labor. That's crazy. We talk about going to the doctor and how you shouldn't be afraid to go to the doctor. If something's happening, you should definitely go to the doctor. An ER doctor in Jacksonville, Florida is trending after he revealed the 6-word phrase he sees as a huge red flag, especially whenever guys say it. He said whenever he hears it, he assumes something is very, very serious is going on with the man's health until proven otherwise.
Oh, I know what it is. I haven't pooped in 4 days.
Oh, I got one.
That's one.
It burns when I pee.
Yeah, that could be it too. The 6 words that worry him are, my wife made me come in.
Oh.
He says that it's a red flag because men are more likely to ignore health issues or just tough it out instead of going to a doctor. So if your wife made you come in, there's a good chance that something's going on.
Are you like that?
No, I'm very proactive.
Yeah, I got to go to the doctor. I go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Gio goes to the doctor every other day.
There are a lot of people that do not go to, men and women, a lot of people that are like, no, I'm not going to the doctor. Either they think it's, witch doctor science, or they think, I'm fine, it'll work itself out kind of thing.
If I have a cold, I'm not necessarily going to the doctor. I may call Dr. DePasquale and ask him to call me something in, like for if it's been a couple of days, but that's different. But if I have some sort of medical issue where I'm not feeling well or something's hurting or something, I'm going to get that checked out. I have insurance.
Yeah.
I don't know why people wouldn't take advantage of that.
A lot of people don't have insurance.
Well, that I get. If I didn't have insurance, I'd have to make the right decision too, based on what I could afford to do.
Also, how long has it been since you pooped?
Well, now it's only been about 8 hours, but yeah, I'm on. Yes, I had quite the experience.
That is problematic.
Do you want to hear about this?
No.
Did
you already send your stuff off to get your genetic testing?
I have not. I've not done that yet.
I'll drop it off for you, Michael. No problem.
No,
He's going to put some of his own in there.
No, and I don't trust you anymore, Joe. I don't trust you. You're going to come back and tell me I'm only 5'8".
That'd be nice.
And you're 84 years old.
Yeah, I'm only 5'6".
On the first day of testimony in the Diddy trial, Diddy's attorneys admitted that he was prone to violent outbursts, but they said any and all sex he engaged in was consensual.
I'm not doubting that. But we are really finding out.
You're not doubting that?
No, I don't know that I don't know that he's raping anybody. I heard 1 or 2 people come. Some of them have changed their stories already. I don't really know what the deal is. But what we did find out is, did he like banging dudes and like getting banged by dudes? This is the most shocking thing.
But how did you find that out?
Because all of these stories of him coming out with escorts and swingers and all that.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's all hearsay, so we're not sure, whatever. But I doubt that it was consensual.
All of it.
I don't know. I'm not there with any of it. I mean, we've heard some stories and then retracted stories, and so I don't really know what to believe. But I'm saying that I don't really even know what Diddy's in trouble for yet. I don't know where he's supposedly getting these women from, if they were being held against their will, if they were drugged at their party. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just hearing, things, rumors as they come out. But I think one of the solid things is a lot of guys claiming that they banged Diddy, man.
Right, a lot of the females are saying they were held against their will. They were held down, and they were also that whole baby oil thing is that they were putting the drug in the baby oil.
I'm not saying it's not true. I just don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I mean, if we're not there, we can never know.
Right.
You just have to go with what people say, and then they investigate and do all that stuff.
It's getting weird. I always think of rap guys as being like the most macho guys, and now to find out they're all doing gay stuff.
Well, also in the black community, a lot of times any kind of gay joking around or anything is like,
no,
then
then you find out they're what they call on the down low.
Yes,
and Diddy seemed to be on the down low.
Yeah, Diddy on the DL.
Did we find out Jay-Z's on the down low?
Oh, could be
Tyler Perry coming over there.
By the way, speaking of Jay-Z, have you seen Blue Ivy lately?
No.
She's a mini Beyonce.
I wouldn't know Blue Ivy if she bit me on the.
I wouldn't either, but I just saw. I guess she's out on tour with Beyonce. And she's wearing the cowboy hat, and she has the blonde wig on and stuff. She looked like if somebody took a shrink gun and hit Beyonce. She looks exactly like her.
She does look young.
I don't even know how old she is. Probably 13.
Well, good for her. Good for her that she doesn't look like her father.
Yeah.
Well, remember when Beyonce was pregnant, there's that clip going around where she sits down and her belly like deflates and stuff. And they're saying Blue Ivy is a clone, or they have like a surrogate that they didn't want. Like she did not carry Blue Ivy herself. Is the conspiracy.
She could play her mom in a movie.
Don't forget Kanye said she's retarded in his quote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember he was like, Jay-Z's kids are retarded.
Oh, boy.
Then he kind of apologized. He was like, I'm sorry I said that, but it's true.
Here is, look at that, them side by side. Isn't that crazy?
Oh,
she
yeah.
just looks like a younger version of her.
Good for her.
Like exactly like her.
Good for her.
That's wild. Yeah. Hang on. Let me get my computer back over here and move this around. What else do we have? Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison yesterday.
Oh my God!
His
question. Who is Tory Lanez?
Well, I will tell you.
Okay.
He was stabbed 14 times, it says, but he's in good spirits despite the pain. Tory is serving 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot.
Oh.
Remember that situation that went down? And he was like, don't tell him I shot you in the foot.
And how long is he in there for?
10 years.
10 years, and he got stabbed 14 times.
Got stabbed 14 times.
He's going to get stabbed again.
Now, that's the thing I'm talking about. Instead of having the person go to the death penalty, whatever, you do that, and then they get stabbed 14 times, and then they're like, yes.
That's when they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They just stab until they get tackled.
But he's claiming he was set up because they tried to buy him basically and buy his soul and wanted him to be part of the, quote unquote Illuminati and stuff like that. And he denied
Could
it.
be.
And
Could
then
be.
that's why they set him up for this. So he would go away.
Suspended for whipping his horse too much.
I saw that. They said that he whipped them too much.
Yeah. So this. Gets fined and suspended.
Yeah.
If he had won, would it have mattered?
He did win.
Right.
Are the horses feeling it?
I would imagine. Yeah.
They have to.
Those big ass hides.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
Yeah, but it kind of gives you a little, hey, let's go, but it doesn't necessarily mean it
I
hurts.
think it's more for the sound than any pain it causes.
No, I don't think you can hear anything during those races.
Yeah.
I'm the only one here who's ridden a horse.
And also,
I've
that is
ridden
not
a
true.
horse.
All right,
I've ridden a horse.
All right.
Jeez.
Just because you're the size of
Claims.
just because you're the size of a jockey doesn't make you a jockey.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were on a horse there, cowboy?
The Old West?
Probably early 2000s.
At the corral? The OK Corral?
I would go as far to say I rode horses way more than you have.
Galvin's the
There's
best
no
at riding
way.
horses.
I'm not the
There's no
best.
chance.
You notice I didn't say I was the best.
Right,
I said I rode more.
More.
Because the Olivers who lived next to us had horses and had stables, and we used to go over there all the time.
You didn't
and
live
ride
by the
horses.
Olivers, Joe?
I
We
can
also
tell
had
you,
horses.
I rode horses more than all of you.
I believe that.
My grandpa actually had horses, and I even trained my neighbor's horse growing up.
Man.
And, yeah.
Regular Black Beauty
Let's
over
have a
here.
horse off.
My wife used to ride, do the whatchamacallit, I don't know what they call it, equestrian thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And now afraid of horses. When she was younger, she used to ride.
I had no idea I was in a room full of horse riders.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I'm
We
not,
should
Joe.
go. I've been wanting to go.
I'm in, Carmen.
My wife asked me if I wanted to do an excursion with her when we go on our cruise in August, where you ride the horses through the beach.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't want to sit on a horse.
Did you feel bad for the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm too big to be sitting on a horse.
I feel the same way.
And she's like, no, that's ridiculous. I go, it's because you're not the horse. You know, imagine that. Imagine me climbing up 300 pounds on a horse.
The horse, you walk up to the horse and you know the horse is not happy.
No, he's like, Jesus Christ, this guy. No, I'm not doing it. I refuse for the horse's sake. I'll whip him, but I ain't sitting on it.
Oh, don't. Oh, no.
Only 6 times.
Yeah.
6 times.
I want to know how they came up with that number.
Yeah.
And I feel like whenever I watch races, they smack them way more than 6 times. I feel
Seems
like that's
it.
all they do, right? But
that may be Kentucky Derby for that race.
Right.
It's 6. For this one, it's 12. I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you think he lost count, or do you think he's like, nope, needs to do some whipping?
I'm winning.
I bet he lost count. 6 to 8 is not like he did 12. You know what I mean?
Right, that's what I'm saying. You just they got away from him a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe don't whip horses. Maybe that's a thing that we do.
Maybe just take that away, right?
Just do that. Yeah.
Maybe stop racing horses because they die all the time.
They shoot
all
around the
the
track.
time.
Well, we have a lot of horses.
Yeah. Remember that show Lucky that was on HBO?
Yeah, it was
with Dustin
good.
Hoffman. Yeah, but they had to stop filming it because they killed too many horses.
Jeez.
They're like, "Yep, sorry, we're done."
Yep.
Jude Law and Andrew Garfield. This sounds interesting. will play Siegfried and Roy in an Apple TV limited series called Wild Things.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that Liberace show that they made was great.
And Jude Law and Andrew Garfield, I think they're good
Would be
for
good,
Siegfried and
yeah.
Roy.
Only if it ends with him getting his head bit off.
Has to.
Yeah, that's got to be the way it goes.
That's it. I mean, it's called Wild Things.
Yeah.
So
That sounds good.
Yeah.
The Siegfried and Roy is an interesting story because they were gay magicians who worked with animals, and they were a couple, but then they weren't a couple, but they were still together all these years, right?
Right.
They were partners, but not lovers.
And they really were like the first big attraction where they gave them I don't know whether the first, but one of the first.
In Vegas.
Where, they gave them their own theater, and they were the big headlining thing.
It seemed like to me it was Siegfried and Roy and Wayne Newton. It's
Yeah.
like when I think Vegas.
But like when you think of like first magicians, Vegas, that were huge out there, I think of Siegfried and Roy. But
I agreed.
Yeah.
Anybody ever see them?
No, never saw them. Never saw them.
It always felt like that was something you had to go do if you went to Vegas.
I've never done Siegfried and Roy, but I did stay in that hotel where they had I think it was Mandalay Bay,
right?
Where they had the tigers and all that. So I saw the tigers, but I never went to the show.
You know what's so crazy though is thinking about that, going to that show and going, well, I mean, is the tiger chained up, or do they just like it could just jump in the audience?
crowd? Yeah. No, thanks.
Didn't it bite his head off on like in a live performance?
Yeah, it didn't bite his head off. It bit him in his jugular or his neck.
And like carried him off.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
It's on
They
video.
say he was trying to carry him. I know, but nobody ever gets to see it.
Yeah.
And I one time thought I found it, and I went to watch it, and it was a cartoon. It got me all mad. No, they say that the Manticore, the tiger, was trying to take care of Roy after he went passed out. He picked him up by the neck to carry him off, but I think that's garbage.
Yeah,
too.
I don't
think
know.
they just made that up. And then those guys lived among all those animals. Like, they would just be lying around their pool and stuff. It's crazy.
You know, Melanie Griffith grew up with a lion, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like video of her whenever she was a teenager, because I think her parents were famous, right? Weren't her parents
Her
like
mother was an actress.
Yeah.
I don't know what her father
but
did.
they're like in a swimming pool with a lion that lived with them, and it's like, what is going on? That's wild. The legendary New York City punk club CBGB is now a one-day music festival that'll go down in Brooklyn this September. Iggy Pop and Jack White will headline.
It had some cool bands on it. Iggy Pop, Jack White. It had some old school CBGB bands. I think Marky Ramone's playing on it. Problem is, most of those bands are dead now or long gone.
there's
So
a lot, yeah.
I mean, it's at best a tribute band. But man, in the '90s, they had a run. Soundgarden played there. I've been there a lot. I've seen a lot of. I've gone to the bathroom there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of legendary bands played there. By the way, this has Sex Pistols playing, Melvins, Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law is actually here tomorrow night, I think. The Damned, Cro-Mags, I just saw them. Johnny Marr, Gorilla Biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Marky Ramone.
So it'd be kind of cool, I guess, if you're in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that'll be happening in September in Brooklyn, so you can go check that out. And then finally in news, today, Tom Segura's Bad Thoughts, a 6-episode series, hits Netflix today. Bad Thoughts is described as it thrives on unhinged, really messed up, dark comedy.
Good. It looks great.
The trailer looks fantastic, and then of course he had the commercial with his mom watching it, and he had the hidden cameras and stuff, and she's like, "Tom, you have to give them the money back."
It looks very funny. I thought it was on last night. I was up all night last night. I couldn't sleep.
Oh, really?
I tried watching that Nona movie.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
I thought it was so cute.
You did?
Yeah. Listen, I was on my walking pad and I just put it on, and it's just something, it wasn't
I just
great.
can't get. I couldn't get through it. I tried to watch a couple of things last night. Maybe it was just the mood too.
Well, and I always see like that restaurant thing like pop up on in my Instagram,
right?
Because it's based on a true story. So it'll be like this grandma of the week or whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's a good idea. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Wild to see Lorraine Bracco after you haven't seen her for a while.
Yep.
It was like
that was part of the problem is seeing all these old Italians.
Yeah.
Everybody got old.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin. Thank you, Carmen. What do we got? About 30 seconds.
We could do it right now if you
You
want.
can do it. Fire it off.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farrah and Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. This hour's Bone bonus keyword is
flight. This hour's keyword is flight. FLIGHT. Head over to the 102.5 Bone app now and enter flight before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours.
All right, good luck. Go get your money. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier accidents cleared up and out of your way, so nothing to slow you down as far as accidents go, but still seeing the effects of those in Hillsborough County, southbound 275.
Because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $23.65. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that number 1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to on your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable.
Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
How did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you. All of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Malcolm is a listening learner. So he checks with Babbel's speech recognition to be
Precio.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Chance of winning Metallica tickets is coming up this morning. I want to tell you about my friends at Waterman Construction. They are the go-to for commercial and residential projects. Whether you got demolition, new HVAC, patio, pavers, and driveways, they got you covered. If it's a new build, a remodel, a manufactured home set, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your entire project from start to finish. They've been in business for 25 years. They got quality craftsmanship, personalized service, honest and transparent pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. They're good people who are always giving back to the community, and it's easy to get a hold of them. All you got to do is go to their website, watermanconstructiongroup.com. That is watermanconstructiongroup.com, or give them a call at 813-715-7383. That's 813-715-7383. No matter what you have to do, if you got something minor, something major, a knockdown, a complete demolition, or if you're looking to build an addition to your home, or if you've had that storm repair that you've finally gotten the money and getting ready to have it cleaned out and fixed up, Waterman could do it all for you. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Hit them up today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. I was reading a story that said that Universal Studios is considering shutting down all of their public smoking areas. And it seems to me that would make sense because who's still smoking?
A lot of people.
People are,
it's
yeah.
A lot of people.
It's wild.
A lot of people are still smoking. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine what would get, it's so gross to me. And I'm not one of those people that are like, you I don't like cigars. I don't like, my son smokes weed. I don't like weed. I don't like any of that stuff. I can't ingest it into my lungs. It makes me nauseous. To being around, I think I'm allergic to cigar smoke because immediately the minute I smell it, I get a pain right at the top of my head. Like it's in the same spot every time. I think I have something, and I don't mean just a whole bunch of cigars. The minute I just get a little bit of a taste of it, it wipes me out.
It's so overpowering and gross to me. Both cigarettes and cigar, but
cigarettes seem worse to me.
Cigar, it's like a punch in the face.
Cigar is strong.
Yeah, and cigarettes are just dirty. You're just
cigarettes are dirty. Yeah. Like I can't. Your hands smell. Your teeth get yellow. Like cigar smoke. You're not inhaling it. There's some sort of air of aristocracy that comes with a cigar, as opposed to you think cigar. You think fat, rich, bald guy. You think cigarette. You think dirty, white trash.
Yeah.
That's it. And if you're out there and you're smoking, yes, we're talking about you.
I was at Billy Idol, and there was a lady smoking a cigarette at the.
They're not allowed to, are they?
I don't think so.
Right.
I mean, it's open air, but it's still. I think it's a non-smoking thing. One cigarette and that whole thing. Unbelievable how overpowering it was.
Yeah.
It was so gross, and everyone was like, "Boo, you're gross."
Yeah, and then you go somewhere and they're allowed smoking, and you immediately smell like cigarettes.
Yeah,
oh, it's disgusting.
I think even now in like the theme parks, there's only one designated area, and I think they're going to do away with that as well.
I don't even know where that is. Like I've never. I don't know. Like I can't even picture in my head. I've been to Universal a million times where the designated smoking areas are.
I'm not sure what's there, but there used to be like multiple, like all over the parks. But now they've kind of corralled everybody just to one little spot.
I would imagine the same way in the airports now too.
Well, airports they put you in those closed cages. They have those like glass rooms that you can go smoke in there. That's where you go. Oh, can you imagine? No, I mean, I would imagine there's filtration in there, but still, it's like they're punishing you.
But it's crazy to me, and I was alive when this was a thing. When you were on a flight and the ashtray was in that, in the handle of the seat.
And then they said we have non-smoking and smoking sections in the same airplane.
In the tube.
Yeah.
In a tube.
Crazy. By the way, when we used to be at the station, I remember walking in after somebody who was smoking, get in the elevator, and you're like, good Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so bad.
I remember flying as a kid, and like the captain has turned on the non-smoking sign.
Yeah.
So it's like, can you imagine somebody lighting up a cigarette now on an airplane?
In an airplane that is a giant tube filled with fuel.
Yeah.
Like how that was ever a safe thing for them. I mean, you don't hear about planes exploding in the sky from cigarettes. So
and
I
the
guess it was pretty
ashtray's right
safe.
there next to you. Like,
they had smoking and non-smoking in restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that as a kid too.
But at least that they kind of divided it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It still got over,
Smell.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still shocked by the amount of people that smoke in their cars.
Yeah.
Your whole car stinks.
Yeah.
And then people smoke with the windows up or windows closed even.
But that's where you should. I don't let it, as long as it's not affecting me, I don't really care. Yeah. It's when it affects me. That's when I'm bothered by it.
Sure. I mean, anything that happens in public is
I've had to change a hotel room because I got a non-smoking room, and I walked in and I go, somebody was definitely smoking in here.
Yeah.
I went down I go, definitely smoking in there. Like, there's no way you can hide that. And they're like, all right, we'll put you. They must have known because they're like, we'll put you in another room. I was like, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, I don't know if you're still smoking today. I don't know why. If you want to call up and try to defend yourself, feel free. 800-771-1025. I just assume that if you're still smoking today, it's because you're so stuck in the addiction. Yeah. You can't get out of it.
But can you, I don't know whether it's the same or whatever, but you vape. You can vape, and that doesn't
that's
have.
That's even worse.
Well, no, I don't care about you. I'm not you, Carmen. I'm saying I don't care about your health as a smoker. I'm concerned about me smelling it.
Right.
You don't smell the vape. It's not like cigarette smoke. but can you still get your addiction, your fix of nicotine? And
Joe blows his vape in my face all the time.
I do, and I do it on purpose.
Yeah, he knows I hate it, and it pisses me off so much.
And
he
I
does it
still
on
do it.
purpose.
Joe does not smell like smoke.
but also at least it's strawberry licorice or whatever he's doing. You know what I mean?
It's still very gross.
What is it, Joe?
It's just regular nicotine. There's
Right,
no
but I mean,
flavor.
like, you don't have a flavor, but you don't
The
smell
flavor-
like cigarettes.
No, but the flavor is where, like, that's where all those imported vapes are coming in and causing a lot of problems. So people are saying that those are the ones that are a lot worse for you. Now, I'm not saying vaping is good for you, but the Chinese imports of
bubblegum, cherry, and all that stuff.
For the kids, it's not good.
They're saying the oil because it starts as an oil and then it vaporizes into smoke. But then when it goes, I know. I can see your dumb face. What would you call it?
Vaporizes.
Vaporize.
We all knew you said it wrong.
Yeah, okay, good.
I forget Carmen can see that.
Whose dumb face were you looking at?
Yours.
Me? Why
Your
me?
dumb
We
face.
all looked at each other. Why is it
my
me?
face
Why?
is on camera.
Yeah, you're the only face that I can see.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you did
I didn't make
one.
face at all.
But
you did.
anyway, it goes from oil to smoke, and then
How does it do that?
you're an idiot. And then when it goes back into your lung, it goes back into an oil. So it causes like
Oh, that sounds gross.
right.
Yeah.
So they're saying that's the problem with vaping, and it doesn't matter if it has flavor or even if it's weed or nicotine. It doesn't matter. But
Whole sludge lungs.
once it gets into your lungs, it goes back to the oil, and that's the problem they're finding.
That's like
with
crystal
vape.
meth. Whenever it recrystallizes in your under your skin, that's why they're all
Scratch
picking at it and doing that.
Yeah.
Joe, were you a
Like
heavy?
who are you talking about?
Meth addicts.
Oh, thanks.
Were you like a heavy smoker before you switched to the vape? Or
No, I was I was an occasional smoker,
Right.
but not really.
But now you smoke more.
I mean, I wouldn't say more. I would say about the same amount.
But if you were
No.
an occasional smoker, but now you smoke every day.
Well,
you say
when
you're
I say
smoking more.
occasionally, I'm saying when I was smoking, I would smoke maybe 1 or 2 cigarettes a day. And this is definitely less than that.
1 or 2 cigarettes a day is good for a smoker.
Yeah.
I mean, people are smoking packs a day.
Yeah.
And I was basically doing, I didn't start smoking until I was like 40 years old.
Oh, why? What made you start smoking so late?
Divorce.
Cool.
Divorce.
Yeah.
That's what I think. When I was a kid, smoking was, to try to look cool.
No,
When
it
you're
was,
in your
rebellious.
40s.
Yeah, no, it was like a social thing. I'd take a break from work and go down to the, one of the parking garage levels, and me and Steve Miller would sit out there and burn heaters.
So it's Miller's fault.
Yeah, definitely. Totally
I
Miller's
do
fault.
remember leaving the studio and seeing a couple people out there out front smoking. Carmen, do you remember anybody out there smoking?
No, I do not.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
You know, Carmen, you smoked?
Ew.
No.
Ew.
You never smoked?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm confused.
She's saying no, she did not smoke.
Ew.
But I mean, if you didn't, you don't anymore. That's
No,
fine.
I smoked when I drank. Was really like anytime I was drinking.
Yeah,
I
a lot
would-
of girls say that.
You were
Yeah.
drinking in front of the station?
I drank at the station a lot, Gio.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. I forgot.
We made her.
Yeah, I was forced to.
Yeah.
And I smoked the Virginia Ultra Slims, like the little toothpicks.
Classy.
Don't count.
Classy lady.
No, but I'm just saying, like they did not hurt. You know what I mean? It wasn't like smoking a Newport or something.
You should
where-
put in one of those handles like Gorilla DeVille used to use.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never even tried a cigarette
Me
ever.
either.
When I was a kid, all the adults around me smoked nonstop, and it always just grossed me out.
I always thought it was gross. I puffed on a cigarette a couple times, like whenever I was younger. I was like, joking around, whatever. But yeah,
In high school, it was like it was like the cool thing. I still couldn't bring myself to it. I smoked a cigar, but that's it. And that's even worse, probably.
That's why, like, when I try to smoke pot now, I can't even take a hit because my lungs are just so not used to smoke at all that it's been, I cough and I look like a fool.
But they say that the actual marijuana smoke isn't like cigarette smoke. It's different. It doesn't have the carcinogens in it like the cigarette smoke does. And you can actually, it's beneficial to your lungs.
To smoke weed?
Because the inhaling and the holding it in and doing that type of stuff will build up your lung. I mean, it's still, I believe, bad.
Right.
In the long run. but it's not as bad as cigarette smoke.
Well, I've never done the cigarette. I can't do the pot, and I've had pneumonia 3 times in my life, so I don't really know where I land on the lung situation.
I got to be honest with you. I think I've only smoked pot like a couple times.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, like I tried it, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna drink.
And that wasn't a thing for us in high school. Drugs weren't really a thing. It was everybody smoked and drank. That was the big deal. Nobody was really doing drugs. I never really, when I went to St. Leo, there was a couple of people smoking pot here and there. And then the thing was that the guy who had the highest GPA on our floor was the biggest pothead. He was he had a 4.0 GPA, and he was the biggest weed smoker in the whole building.
I feel like now everywhere I go, I smell people smoking weed. Whether it's Circle K, Publix parking lot,
my driveway,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Any parking garage, it just smells totally of weed
everywhere.
I wonder why that is. I wonder why the parking garages are
they're smoking up before they go into wherever they're going or doing something. Yeah. I mean, any concert I go to, I smell weed all the time.
For